Hey, welcome back. In this lesson, we're going to be looking at math random. So what math random does is it returns a random number that's lower than 1. So if we were to go into the console and do the math random, we see that the random value number that gets returned back is less than 1. So it can be any number leading all the way up to 1 or just below 1, so 0.9999 and all the way down. So in order to be able to use math random, we typically would multiply that math random value by 10 if we want to have a random number from, let's say, 1 to 10. Or if we want to have it right now from 0 to 10, and then we could add in 1 to have a number from 1 to 10. So right now it's producing a random number anywhere from 0 to 9.9999 all the way up. And we typically will wrap math random with math floor. And what math floor does is it allows us to render the integer value to the nearest value going down. So if we do math floor 5.5, we're going to get a value of 5. Even if it's 5.9, it will always be at 5. So it will round it down to the nearest whole number. So that way we can use math random together with math floor, and it's going to produce a value that's going to be 0 unless we multiply it by whatever number we want to multiply it by. So in this case, we're going to be multiplying it by 10. So this is going to be producing a number from 0 to 9. And if we want to produce a number from 1 to 10, we could simply add 1 to it. So let's take this statement and put it into a loop so that we can run it a bunch of times and check out the results. So let x equal 0, and then while x is less than 100, and increment x by 1. And then within here, we're going to be outputting the console value of whatever the number is, the random number. Let's create a function that will create a random number, and we'll have a minimum and a maximum value. And then here, it's simply going to be returning back that random number. So we're putting in the math floor, math random. So if we do minimum, so we want to have a minimum of whatever the minimum value and max of whatever the maximum value. So let's try this out, and I call it ran num and put the function in there. So we're going to have a minimum number of 1, maximum number of 10, and we're going to run it 100 times, see what happens. So let's go into here and see what happened. So we ran the function, and we returned back a value, a random value, anywhere from 1 to 10. So you see it never goes over 10, and it never goes under 1, so there's no zeros. So that's how you can create a quick and easy way to generate random numbers and create a random number generating function that you can use within your code.